Happy New Moon.
God.
Our Shabbat. So we just finished one Shabbat, we're entering the next one. Right? So as I said, we're going to just go straight to the scripture, go to the point. As I was saying earlier, some of you get comfortable in the land of your captivity, man. You get comfortable in terms of you want handout, you want everything. You don't want to do nothing. You understand me? Some of you get this opportunity as the best opportunity to stay away from the congregation too. Right? But brothers, no matter what's going on, we still have work to do, man. We still have to lift up the Most High. We still have to keep the laws, we have to keep the statutes, we have to keep the commandments, judgment if possible, man. This is just the beginning of the road. But guess what? Your journey is soon over. As what Romans 13 said, man. It's high time, man, to awake out of sleep. But it said, our salvation nearer than when we believe, man. You understand me? So you have to keep that in mind. The Most High saying doing all these things is for us, man. You see Iran and Israel going at it, the Most High using that for us. Because the $1 million question is, if the Iranian leader said Israel is a cancerous tumor that must be destroyed, so why the true Jews then? If he denounced them, why the true Jews? And he used the word, they built a whole cartoon, I don't know if you saw it, Ben. And the cartoon, the editor of it was Final Solution. And they said that was the same phrase Hitler used, man. Mm-hmm. They said when Hitler signed the bill and said, okay, get rid of them, man. Hitler used the same phrase, Final Solution. And that's why I asked you, how you get 12 Jews into an ashtray? That's it, right? How do you get 12 Jews in an ashtray? Who know that? How? Oh, yeah, what's up?
Burned them.
No, that's not the answer. What's the answer? How you get 12 Jews into an ashtray, into a Volkswagen? You have to say it correctly. You never say it correctly.
Burn them.
In an ashtray. You understand me? That's how you fit the ass in a Volkswagen. So the problem is, it's Final Solution, man. That's why when you read Daniel 7:18, he said what? The saints shall take the kingdom, man. These people in our land too long, man. These people have our nationality too long. They have our heritage too long, man. Everything they jump about anti-Semitic or anti-Semitic. Yeah. Are they the only Semitic people on the planet?
Yeah, to diffuse your argument, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are they the only Semitic people on the earth? What, then who are we? Mm-hmm. Police arrest us, harassing us in America. That's anti-Semitic. Mm-hmm. And now you have the Iranians set up. They know their history, brother. They know.
And the Iranians are Shemitic too?
Exactly, because Shem's first son is Elam. That's Shem's first son. So these white people, you see, brothers,
devils, man.
You don't understand what God going to do with these white people. You don't understand, man. Ishaya, get me Isaiah 14:21, man. Because you all forget. That's why you're so comfortable, man. But God never forget, brother.
Oh, my son, Shema.
Shem have a couple. But Elam was the first one. You have to go back to Genesis 10. You understand me? Read when you find it, Ishaya.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
So why the Most High said to prepare slaughter for his children? Read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For what their fathers have done, brothers. In slavery, what they do to us in slavery. That was anti-Semitic to take our nationality, man. Take our heritage. Take everything we have. Now we running around with this white man name, man. So the Most High said prepare slaughter for his children. Read.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So you ain't gonna have no street named Gay Street. Chancy Street. Bain Bridge. They ain't gonna do that again, man. Read.
For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts.
Who going to do it?
Yahweh.
So the Most High saying, going to rise up against them. When you read Jeremiah 51, the Most High saying, when he use us as his battle axe too, man. We gonna have to have some fun in this, huh? Because when Satan rise up against us, the white man was Satan battle axe.
Yeah, he was
So he had fun doing
He
that.
was having fun doing it.
So we gonna have to have some fun to it. And we have to remember, we're not Christians. Because some of you come here with that Christian mentality. We're not Christian. Oh, they took it over in wickedness. We're going to take it over in righteousness. The woman going to be ravished too. How about that? When a woman have children on the plantation, we're going to have to destroy some of the male children them too, man. That they don't rise up to think evil and wickedness no more. Read on.
And cut off from Babylon the name.
The what?
The name.
So you ain't gonna have no more Trump running around in the kingdom, man. Our what is wife name? Melania or Hillary Clinton. You ain't gonna have that no more, man. It's Ringo and Lassie. They can't just run on in the kingdom. You hear Michelle Obama. You don't even know if it's a man or a woman. If I'm have to think too long, it's going to be the Lassie or Ringo. Give them name where you call dogs in the island, man. Because that name have to cut. They cut off our name, brother. Read Psalms 83. He said, let the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They did that. They did that. Right? Read on.
The name and remnant.
And what?
And remnant.
Read.
And son. And nephew. Saith Yahweh.
So the Most High said, take down the whole family, man. Didn't he do that to us? If you want to find out, you go read Maccabee, the first chapter again. I teach a couple weeks ago. Read.
I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts.
All right, get me Haggai, the first chapter. As I said, we fall asleep in this place, man. We forgot who we were, man. A couple of days ago, Malcolm X would be, what, 95-year-old, man? If he should risen from the dead and come back, see black man in America with a face mask and showing his ass and his underpants, Malcolm X would lose his mind, man. Because they would say they fail and they try their best for what knowledge they did have, what knowledge the Most High bestowed upon them. They was leading us the right way, brother. And segregation was the correct way. Until some of you want to live in the white man neighborhood, man. Black people march for everything, man. Right? When you find, read, my brother.
1 and 1?
Yes.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 1. In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month, came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel.
So who is Darius? Well, let me see your hands. Who was Darius? Yo, what's up?
The king of the Medes.
Okay. Which one of them? It's more than one.
I know he took after Xerxes.
You sure?
Khan.
You sure?
Khan.
Well, this one was before Xerxes. Because the one after Xerxes, Alexander killed, if you know the history. So this one was the first.
That is the first.
Right? Read on.
Yahweh by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josadak, the high priest, saying.
So you see, so Judah, the governors, Judah used to set up back then, they used to work together with the priests, man. You understand me? The priests and Judah used to work together because if there is no king sit on the throne, Judah could rule as a governor or a judge, but he have to rule with the priests. If there is no Judah in command, the priests run things. So that's why when Yahushua come on the scene, who was running things?
Pharisees. The Pharisees.
Yeah, they were the leaders and rulers, but who was the big man when Yahushua came on the scene? They were just a different camp.
I mean, the high
Get the
priest.
scripture. Judah, get it. St. John 19, verse 13. When there is no king, you have to be the priest in charge. So that's why Yahushua said, no, to hell with the king, to hell with the priest. I'm the king and the priest.
1913.
Yes, sir.
St. John 19 verse 13. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yahushua forth and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the pavement, but in the Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, behold, your king.
So no, this is Pilate who was the leader. He's talking to a next leader. Right? Read on.
But they cried out, away with him, away with him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, shall I crucify your king?
He was making mockery too. He love it. Because he have power to kill a black man. Right? Read.
The chief priests
The who?
the chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar.
So you see that? This is God high priest, brother. This is the high priest who you used to take your atonement, go and give it to him. Priest, sacrifice this for my sin to be forgiven me. Just imagine Yahushua sit there looking at the high priest. Said, we have no king but Caesar. You think that high priest have a chance in the kingdom of God? So you see who said that? The priests. They were in charge. So the priests look in Yahushua's face, look in Pilate's face and said, we have no king but Caesar. Just imagine that statement, man. If I hear one of you brothers say that, I don't even think I could forgive you that statement, man. If you say you don't have no leader, but Donald Trump is a leader, man. But the priest said that, brothers. No, you wonder why a Levite go through hell, eh? Go back to Agai Yeshaya.
Verse 2. Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, this people say, the time is not come.
See what the Mosai said? The children of Israel say the time is not come. The time is not come for what? Read?
The time that Yahweh's house should be built.
So you see, you are worrying about building up America, man. But you said the time is not come that the Mosai house should not be built. Where you get that from? Don't you know when the Mosai have his house, that's when he come and speak to you, man? When you build the Mosai house, the Mosai said the high priest must only go in the holiest of holies once, man. Why? Because that's where the Mosai always dwell, man. So he said if the high priest go in there and it's not atonement in one diamond. But read verse 2 from the top again, Ishaya.
Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, this people say, the time is not come, the time that Yahweh's house should be built.
So when, and you say that in America today too. I see brothers looking at the prophecy and looking for Esau to build the third temple. If Esau build the third temple, that's not no prophecy. The prophecy when you do it. If Esau stop the daily sacrifice, that's not no prophecy. The daily prophecy stop when you stop doing it. Because Esau sacrifice every day, but he do it to Satan. So even if Esau go in the temple in Jerusalem and sacrifice, who is he sacrificing to? Satan. So the Most High going to be angry when you stop sacrificing to him. But the Most High say, you said to yourself, the time is not yet to build the Most High temple. Right? Read on.
Verse 3. Then came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste?
So you hear what the Most High say? Is it time that you over here, Shania, you have your king bed, you have your room, you have a studio in your room, you have some piano? Is it time for you to be in a sealed house? You all comfortable, booed up in there? The Most High says, is it time for you? And my house dwell lay there waste. Man. None of you don't consider Jerusalem. Man. You don't. Because you have other priorities. All of us have other priorities. And the priorities what we have, we want to gain this world. The priorities that we have, we want to build up our churches here in America. What about that spiritual treasures, man? What about that treasures? Where the Most High said, no rust or nothing can take. Hold up. But you want to build up your treasures elsewhere. Right? Read on.
Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways.
What the Most High said?
Consider your ways.
Check yourself, black man. And the woman too. Check yourself. What's your priority? When you watch a movie, 300, one of my favorite movies, and the man looked and said, what is our profession? When he asked the man what were their profession, some of them was sword bearer, they built the thing with horse under their feet. When he asked his troops what was our profession, what they said their profession was war. So now the Most High is telling you, consider your ways, man. Because your priority ain't straight. Your priority lied elsewhere. Because nobody talking about building up at the Most High Empire. All these camps in America, who talking about Israel? They coming like a bunch of chichi man, sodomite. Because they want to go somewhere that the next man build up, man. What about you building it up? Read Ezekiel 36 when you get a chance. The Most High saying when he gave us land. Revelation, we're going to get land that flowing with milk and honey. So you get land, what you're supposed to do with the land? Build, toil. That's why you're going to have servants. But the Most High say, consider your ways. Right? Read on.
Verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
That's what we do in America. Just imagine. You give a man 8 hours of your day. That's a hard work just to think about it, man. You work up 6 o'clock and you give a man from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. What time you have for your family and yourself? You have to work his 8 hours fully, but everything you do for yourself is rush. Because you have a schedule, you have to get adequate sleep to wake up to go back and work for him. See what the Most High said? You have sown much and bring in little, man. And Sunday you're broke. You get paid Friday just to pay bills, man. They make sure they have you like that. You work just to pay bills. Read on.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
What you eat? You eat, what the food doing? What substance they giving to you? So you eat, but you don't have enough. Right? Read on.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Read.
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes.
So you see that? So the Most High tell you all this happening because you forget his house. So when they get paid, guess what God did? Put a hole in your pocket, man. And the whole name Esau, man. Satan. Because you have some bills to pay. So no matter your work, your wages, there's a hole there. And all that happened because we forsake the house of God. Right? Read on.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways.
The Most High said, check yourself. Examine yourself. Even Paul tell you to examine yourself. We have to examine yourself like, what we doing, is it really profitable for us? The job you're working, we profit more. You are the master you're working for. Just try to take a day off. They try to convince you. I'll be looking at them with a smile. You really think this is my father's place, right?
Right.
Because as a son, you're supposed to work to build up a father's place, as Sirach said. But you're working for Satan, and Satan telling you, oh, we need you. This person take time off, that person take time off. I love to hear that. Because I look with a smile on my face. You think this is my father's place.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it.
See what the Most High tell her to do? Because you think the heathens can build the temple of the Most High, not true. The Most High said, no, you go up in the mountains. Go cut down those cedar trees and come back and build this house. Haggai did it. Zerubbabel did it. Nehemiah did it. Esdras did it. We're still reading about them over what? 9,000 years now?
No, it's too much.
How much? How much, Ben? About 6? 7?
They're over 2,000 years.
No, can't be that.
About 2,700 years.
2,700?
Yeah.
From Nehemiah till now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2,800 years.
R3.
Not 3. Because there was around what, the 4th century BC.
This was 520 BC.
5th century.
Yeah, so that's about 2,600 years.
2-6.
Yeah.
So that was 2,600 years ago. We're still reading about them, man. Yeah, the book of Haggai was written in 520 BC. So that's about what, 2-7.
Yeah, because from Kingdom split 722 BC is 2,700 years.
Okay, so about 2-6 then. Right? Read on.
Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it. And I will be glorified, saith Yahweh.
So you see that? So the Most High just wants us to do what? Do something. The Most High said if we start to do something, He'll glorify it. He'll have pleasure in it. When the Most High tell Abraham to go sacrifice Isaac, the Most High never want Isaac dead. But He just want to see Abraham, what Abraham was going to do. Make an effort. And the Most High, when Isaac did that, when Abraham did that, the Most High said Abraham was his friend, brothers. Can we say we and God is friend, man? Just imagine that title. The Most High said Abraham was his friend. You and a friend, you drink, you talk, you're like buddy, right? That's what Abraham was to the Most High. When the angel them go to Sodom to destroy it, they stop by and deal with Abraham, man. Have a talk, they say Abraham kill a fattest calf, the cow in his pen, man. And him and the angel eat. And then the angel left him and said, oh friend, be well. They're going to destroy Sodom now, man. Just imagine the angels them leave heaven, come and tell Abraham what the Heavenly Father tell them to do. And Abraham stopped the angel and said, listen, let me go and find 5 Sodomites in Sodom. The angel say, okay, go. Abraham, just imagine Abraham walking up at that hill, Ben. Because it's a steep hill. You know the hill, Yeshaya, from down there in Sodom to go back up. And the angel might be on the mount looking at him and say, boy, you look tired, man. Abraham said, I couldn't find 5 today. They said, go back, see if you find 2. And the angel watch him leave, and he walked down from Beersheba all the way down there back to Sodom. And just like how we teaching and nobody ain't listening us. When Abraham telling them to consider their ways, you think they listen? And then Abraham come up at the angel and says, so what, you couldn't find 2? The angel might tell him, go cook some more food, man. And the angel will say, okay. Because scripture tell her, Abraham looked through his window and see the fire in Sodom burning, man. So y'all might take this thing for joke. There's nothing about this thing joke, man. Because Yahweh going to kill a lot of people, brother. Even Bob Marley sing a song, man. Many more will have to die. Bob Marley said, don't ask me why, man. Read on.
9. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came to little.
So you hear about stimulus check and they send $1,200, eh? $1,200, $100 a month. So you looking for 12 million, they send you 1,200. So that's what we do. When they talk about minimum wage, just raise from 7 to what? 10, 14? How much is that?
15.
Who discussed that? We're there to discuss my labor. A bunch of white people discussing your labor. You understand what I'm saying? How you going to discuss my labor? My labor is way more than $15 an hour. You don't know sense? I give you 15 hours of my hour. You know how valuable that is? That's something that's taken away from my wives, my children, my brothers, my family. And you only decide to give me $15 for that. And you know you're going to tax it. And Yahweh know we never discuss how much tax to take out of that. We never have that discussion. Did you have that discussion? How much the tax you must take from me? So how much you're really making a house? You understand me? Even unemployment they tax to. You're not working. Why taxing unemployment? So that's why the Most High said, read.
And when you brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why? Saith Yahweh of hosts.
So the Most High said, you look for much and give you little. And the little that you bring home, the Most High said, I'm going to take it away from you too. Why? Why? Because you forget his house. Why you think we in hell? Even Solomon, when he built the temple, Solomon said, whatever happened to you, brothers, sisters, when you pray, turn to the temple and pray. Turn to it. Because that's where the Most High dwell. He'll hear you. And he'll forgive you. And he'll heal your land. Some of you not even turning to the east and praying. Some of you don't even consider God's temple. Because this is your temple now. You create it here. I'll wait for the chariots to come and deliver me. You know how weak that statement is? And warlike that same statement is? Because that shows me you can't do for yourself. You're looking for somebody to come out of heaven to do for you. But our deliverance going to come from the sky. But guess what? The Most High going to help those that help themselves, man. The Most High don't need us to build a temple. Do he need us to build it? No. But he want you to build it. He could have Abraham build a temple, right? He never make Abraham build a temple. He could have David do it. The Most High said, no, you aren't too bloody. Solomon, you do it. The Most High could make the temple come down. That's why scripture tell you New Jerusalem coming down. He can make the angels build it, put it there, man. But he want you to do it. He said, go in the hills, man. Go cut the trees, man. And bring it down here and do it. Do something. Can you do everything for Esau? Who built the White House? Who built the Buckingham Palace? Who built Great Kingdom? What you get from it? Did your fourth parents get a penny to build it? But no, you ask a brother to do something and you overcharge you, right? But you work for the white man and build up his kingdom and you don't get a penny for it and you couldn't say nothing. Right? Read on. Because mine house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. So the Most High say you're not going to bless financially because his house is still a waste. And all of you run to your own house. How selfish is that? You in your house, nice, cozy up. You go build a house in the white man neighborhood, you be a white man favorite nigga. You're up there in Long Island, right? The Hamptons. And you're nice up in your house and everything. And what look at Jerusalem? Because you don't consider. So the Most High say, you know what? Bill Cosby, you want to buy CBS? I'm going to send it to Jim. You want to buy it, you want to be all you can be. R. Kelly stepping in all the name of love. He's stepping till he's in America, he's stepping in love in America, man. Remember Barack, they love that song, The Backyard Party, Barack? He want to keep so much backyard party. He could have go back home. Remember Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson wanted to leave, right? But he wanted to go to Germany. So the Most High was weighing the issue, America, Germany. What the two of them have in common? Yeah, but what they have in common? America killed the real Jews. That's the only difference between them. America is the one who killing the real Jews. So you want to run to Germany, you fled from America. America, the two countries, the same thing, but only thing, one kill the real Jews, which is America. The real Jews being persecuted here in America, not Germany. Right? Read on.
Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit.
So you see that? So everything hard. We ain't getting no blessing from above. Show me one fruit tree in America, man. As far as I can go in the mountain, show me a fruit tree. And you'll really see the land where you have to curse it is. Go in the islands. The further you go is the more fruit tree you see in the islands, man. But if we are here, everything is cursed. Right? Read?
And I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labors of the hand.
So you see what the Most High said? So guess what? You ain't going to be blessed until God house be built, brothers. Because the Most High saying, call, who you think call the vaccine to come for you now? So the Most High going to force you to build that house, whether you like it or not. Right? Read on.
Then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of Yahweh their power, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as Yahweh their power had sent him. And the people did fear before Yahweh.
So you see that the people them they're here. So what we learn from this Bible prophecy? What do you have learned?
We need to build the Lord's house.
The house is down again. See how simple that is? At this time, the house, the Babylonians tear it down. So they when Darius come into power, he sent them to fix, he gave them resources to fix it back. But guess what? The Romans destroy a large house again. So where are the men who are willing to do this? Where are they? I don't see much of you here, I'm honestly saying. Some of you just love Babylon too much, brothers. So that's why this book here. Because the Most High said they were living in Babylon in sealed houses, man. So that's why Most High said, examine yourself, check yourself. Read on.
Then spake Haggai, Yahweh's messenger, and Yahweh's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, saith Yahweh.
Read.
And Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of Yahweh of hosts, their power.
So you did work, but you're doing work somewhere else. Just imagine that, brother. You helped put a stone to build on the Most High house, man. Just imagine how you'd feel. You see, I wish I sit up here in the house on the throne and you help build that. But you don't have it in you. You have other priorities. You don't have faith like our father. Abraham go to his bed and get a vision and walk across the whole wilderness. That's why when you read Paul tell you in Hebrews, man, 11th chapter, man, by faith, the Most High called Abraham his friend, man. But where's your faith, man? War is closing on unto you now. Satan have you surrounded. What you have to lose? And you have a whole land there. You have people in America telling us to buy land in America. You know how dumb that is? When God gave us a land, he said just come for it. It's there. Read on.
In the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius.
So the 6th month would be in October, September. That's when they started to build it, in October. Get me Jeremiah 50 verse 4, my brother. That's the last scripture.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 4. In those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come.
Read.
They and the children of Judah together.
So you see that? So the Most High said they appointed where the children of Israel shall come, along with the children of Judah, to do what? Read on.
Going and weeping.
Read.
They shall go and seek Yahweh their power.
Read.
They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, Come, and let us join ourselves unto Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten.
So you see what they're going to do? These are the men who are going to build the Most High house. Because the Most High going to put the spirit upon them where they're going to be ashamed, man. And they're going to consider the ways. They're going to look into themselves. So the Most High said, when these men come forth, they're going to ask the way. Where's Zion? Where's Jerusalem? And guess what? When they go there, just like in Nehemiah 8. When Nehemiah tell you, he's have bricks in one hand, you have the hammer in one hand, and the sword in the other hand, man. Building back the gates of Zion, man. These men coming back. So guess what? You don't have to be house here. Most I tell Elijah, man, you have 7,000 men that don't bow, man. So when we think Israel is just here and here in America, we're wrong. The Most High going to bring back his people to build back his walls. But guess what? We cannot say we never get the message. We cannot say we never hear it. Read on.
My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
So your leaders, and much of these leaders not out there telling the congregation about Zion. So the Most High said, that you being lost now, your shepherds, your leaders, have caused you to go off. Your shepherd, your leaders cause you to buy lands in America, man. Build up America, man. When we're supposed to be pilgrims in the earth. So your shepherd make you be lost, man. Read on.
They have turned them away on the mountains.
Read.
They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting.
So you see, that's the only place you can get rest, Zion. But your leaders make you forget your resting place, man. You have black people running around now say, Israel is in Peru, Israel is in Utah, Israel is in America. The leaders make them forget their resting place, man. They work too much, so work take over their head, man. Khan?
Khan.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.